How are we? It's been a minute, but I'm back, bearing some news. I will not be competing this year. I know, crazy. But yeah, hard decision to make. But about a week ago, kind of regrouped, looked at, what was gonna be needed to make weight for one, which still confident that weight would have been made, would have had to do a bit of manipulating, but definitely could have done it. More so with body composition, I don't think I was going to be as lean as I wanted to be. Don't get me wrong, I was still lean, vascular, looked great, best I've ever looked. I don't think I was that off the money, but I probably would have wanted another week or two, and then given the fact that the Sydney show got pulled back a week out of the blue, kind of put the nail in the coffin for me. I was already umming and ahhing about making this decision about, pulling the pin and starting a reverse, just because of a lot of things. Me and Gabby have a holiday planned, which was going to follow the show, and reversing while in another country probably also isn't ideal, so that was a thing to consider. I was never going to compete to win. I wasn't trying, obviously I want to win, I was going there to win, but realistically, I wasn't going there thinking I was in contention for my pro card. I was just kind of gauging where I was at compared to everyone else in the state and in Australia, and see where I can improve, get some judge feedback, get a bit of stage time. That was the goal. It wasn't to no expectation of anything more than that. So for that reason, I think that I got just about everything that I wanted to out of my prep. I learned how my body responds to certain approaches. Me and Scotty learned a lot about how my body cuts. It doesn't come off easy. I need to cut the food, I need to up the expenditure pretty hard to get that last bit off, but we know that, and next off season is going to be leaner so that we have more time to do that, and that's the plan as well. We wanted to use this prep so that we had a good starting point for next off season, which 100% we do. We're in the spot to have a really productive off season, and then a productive prep. This decision is leading into my next show. It's not just this is too hard. It's just nah, I'm not going to be happy with myself if I put a subpar physique on stage. If I know in my heart of hearts a week or two I could have looked better, I'm going to be pissed. If they hang the photo on the wall at the gym and I have to look at it every day until I compete again, and I know that I could have looked leaner or sharper or whatever, it's going to do my head in. So all these things into consideration, I believe the best decision was to pull the pin now and start my reverse, get in a good spot for a lean off season. Not too lean, obviously, got to still put some muscle on, but leaner than last off season, 100%. But yeah, that's the news. It's exciting, to be honest. I'm obviously a little bit disappointed that I'm not competing, because you commit 20 plus weeks to dieting, and it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of time, very fatiguing, taxing, I guess is a better word. But I'm also not disappointed overly, because bodybuilding, like I said, is a long-term thing for me. It's a passion. So it's not I didn't get on stage, I failed. It's no, I'm just pushing it back a year. I'm going to grow. I'm going to be bigger and leaner and better than ever when I step on stage, and that's the plan, and that's what's going to happen. So where does this land us? Currently 2,500 calories on training days, 23 on rest days. That's gone up a fair bit because I was on 17 on training days and 16 on rest days, just to give you an idea of how much we're pushing the food down. And yeah, it's going to incrementally go up so body fat doesn't accumulate quickly. Obviously you want to get to a state where I'm back to health and feeling normal, sleep's back to normal, recovery's back to normal and all that. So it's going to take a little bit of body fat to come on, but we don't want to be putting on excess body fat too quickly. So still pretty strict on the plan. Steps are at 12k, 15 minutes of cardio on the back of my upper sessions and rest days. And yeah, that should lead us up to a very productive off season, which I'm very excited about. And I think we're going to be a lot more threatening next year. I'll put it that way. I am in a place, I've learned a lot, and I am so keen. Like, this off season is going to be like, I'm pretty much going to run it like a prep. It's going to be to a T, and I'm fucking keen for the outcomes. Like, it's going to be big. But yeah, we're going to have to find out, I guess, how big. See how much muscle we can pack on this frame. But I'll keep you posted. Videos should be back to normal now as I start to get a bit of energy and mental capacity back. So you can look forward to that stuff. Yeah, just keeping everyone posted, keeping it real. There was no health shit, and there was no, incident or anything. This was just a decision that I made because I felt it was the right decision to make. I don't like pulling out of stuff or doing shit half-assed, but I also don't like doing shit half-assed. So I'm not going to go on stage looking less than ideal, and that's why I made the call. It's not anything to do with anything else. There's no excuse. It's just, this is my decision. I'm going to wear it, and I think it's the right one. So anyway, I'll keep you posted. I'll catch you in the next one.